Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. I am the bombist. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I'm a little bit, feeling a little bit better. Yesterday, I felt like I got hit by a Mack truck. Not sure what's going on. Maybe felt like maybe the sticky icky again. I don't know, man. It was weird. I mean, I still feel kind of bleh, but I just had the sticky icky not too long ago, so maybe the immune system gets better. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. I don't freaking know. Anyway, a ding a ding ding, a ding a ding, a ding ding. We're about a minute late on that bad boy. A
Ding 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 ding
ding, a ding
ding
ding.
ding 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 ding.
We're gonna pop into the market, see what's going on. I got some stuff to take care of early today. So the earlier I start on that, the better. So this will probably be a tight 30. Unless you guys rope a dope me into a topic. Speaking of topics, we looked at that. Remember, I was thinking it was like Friday. We were looking at that cop shooting that kid. I don't remember if that was Thursday or Friday. There was a San Antonio cop shooting. Like he rolls up on this car and he's like, "Yo, get out of the car!" And I don't know why the kid panicked, but he backed up and drove off. But the police stranger in the house. How you doing, brother? That policeman started shooting at him, and it didn't look like did anything to the window wasn't shattering or anything. Like it looked like he had bulletproof glass. I don't know. I guess because it's tempered, the bullets just went through. The kid got hit like two or three times, and I guess he's fighting for his life. And that, rightfully so, that police officer got fired. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Like that was just some weird shit. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. The only reason I even saw that happened was because last night my internet went out for like, I don't know. I was so bummed. I was in the middle of an episode of Suits and my internet went out, and I thought it was just going to be one of those, your internet goes out for like a couple minute blip. Yeah. Oh no, he's definitely going to sue them. I mean, I don't see how that is not a thing. And so I was watching over the air. I have an over the air antenna because I watch some football games on Sundays. I don't have any way of watching football other than like the Sunday night game over the air. My Chiefs played last night. I couldn't even watch them because I don't have ESPN. It's pretty like back in the day. You used to be able to watch Monday Night Football on ABC, but they put that shit behind a paywall now, and I'm not giving ESPN my money. So I was watching over the air, and I watched Jeopardy. I was going old school. There's some dude on Jeopardy just chewing, kicking ass and chewing bubble gum. And trust me, he's all out of bubble gum. Like he looks like he's 30 years old, and he's just a freaking destroying. There was this dude a while back. I don't know, like I don't remember when the guy won like 30 days, and this guy's on track to maybe beat the. I don't. The host kind of look like that guy, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I watched a little bit of Willow. Why am I talking? I watched a little bit. That was so desperate. Luckily, some Big Bang Theory was on. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was on. I was going old school, having to deal with commercials and shit, and the picture would get a little at times because over the air. Greg in the house. How you doing, brother? All right, let's pop on into so tasty in the morning. Throw that coffee. Throw that coffee down your throat hole. It's hot. Oh no. Call your boss. Wipe that pus up. I wiped some pus up out of my eyes this morning. No joke. Some nice little crusties. You know what? I got a poll. I have a poll idea. We haven't done a poll in a while. Let's do a poll. And if this one doesn't put a smile on your face, uh, Nothing. There's not a whole lot of things in life better than nice, fresh, clean bed sheets, but it's one of those things that I can get lazy with at times. So I'm curious. Curious what some of those answers might be. All right, let's see what's going on. Ooh, the Nasdaq's down 112. Looks like we're having another down day in the market. The E-mini S&P down 30. Gold flat, but still under $1,700. Gold has been that trade of like, if you got into gold, actually there are times if you got into gold in the like last 10 to 12 years, you are up a 2x, but you would have had to time it. There was a time when it was at like 900 to $1,000, I think. I'm curious, what do like some of these gold people, what do they think gold's gonna go to? I like gold's like one of the worst trades of a like they say Bitcoin can be the opportunity of a lifetime. I think gold's kind of like the squandering of a lifetime. Silver down 16 cents. It's well below 20. Wasn't it recently around 21, 22, getting a little pump going again? Crude oil down below $90 a barrel, barely, but down $1.70. That's good. What is? Ooh, shit. We didn't look at bonds yesterday. Bonds are down big. Bonds are down. They must have been like. Did I not watch Tasty Works yesterday? Anyway, bonds are down to 124. They were like 127 last week. Those continue to get hamskied. Let's see what's going on in my positions. It is a sea of red. I'm just losing money like freaking crazy. Palantir down another $20. My Palantir puts down that one just bleeding like crazy. My tattooed chef. I put a tattooed chef put on. I mean, I'm not worried about these. We got time. Let's see. Once a week. How many votes we got? I like to do it once a week. Sometimes I get well, I don't not sometimes. A lot of times I'll get lazy. We've got 3 votes. Oh, once a week, monthly. So I'm all of the above. I should have added all the above. I like to do it like I would love to do it daily. My goal, the reason I trade crypto is so that I can afford a maid that keeps my house clean, keeps all the crusties. You know, my mic has been crusty free for a while. Keeps all the crusties off my desk, changes my sheet once a day, and then I have a personal chef. That's all I need. Those 2 things that cook me delicious meals a couple times a day, keep me healthy. I need my chef to also be a personal trainer. Not asking for much. Oh, and yeah, strangers got that. Maybe where do I want to order a wife from? Thailand, Russia? Mm, I don't know. That's a tough one. Thailand. Oh, you know what? I don't even have the desktop up. You guys should have said something. If I order from Thailand, there's a chance it might be a boy. So I don't know if I want to risk that. I'm getting myself in trouble. If I order a wife from Russia, she's gonna be a smoker. Like almost all people over there smoke, don't they? Uh, Retro in the house. How often it's bro, how often you change your sheets? Like I want to do it, dude. Nothing beats laying down in your bed with nice fresh sheets. I do this move almost every night where I'm wiping like my crusty ass dried up skin. It feels like, crackers or like I'm smoothing all the sand off my sheets at night. I, I also no, I got like a little bit of eczema, so some dry. Oh, I also eat in bed, so sometimes you know a little bit of food might get, but I get dry skin, and it's not. It's just I don't know what to tell you, bro. Um, once a week. We got 4 votes. Once a week. So 2 people do it once a week. I guess Retro does it once a month or greater than monthly. He's probably like, don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I've lasted months. I think I've gone maybe 6 months before. I don't like it gets I mean, it's easier, I guess, in the winter when I'm wrapped up in Pumas. Because when you get your Pumas on, you barely even touch the sheath, right? But in the summer, it gets, when it's hot, it's a little different. But in the winter it can drag on because the Pumas is all that you gotta keep the clean Pumas on. That's all that matters. All right, so let's see what's going on with my options positions in the small account. Losing money on even my Uber strangles down now. Son of a bitch. Should we roll? Uh, so my call, I did an Uber strangle. Let's see. Let's look at this. This is gonna be some high. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting ready to do some high level advanced, like master's PhD degree shit on an Uber strangle. Like, I don't expect anyone to understand what I'm looking at, but over time it'll start making sense to you. All right, so I did a strangle when around the expected move, and now Uber's gone. A strangle is a short call and a short put, two short strikes. Naked call, naked put. So if either one of these, so the naked put was at the 22 strike and the naked call was at the 35 strike. If Uber goes below $22.50, it's breached my short strike. And I'm going to be in the money. I can have Uber put to me. And once the credit received, which I got $1.36 credit. So once Uber goes below 22.50 minus $1.36, that's when I start losing money on this trade. But there's a lot of ways to defend against this. I don't want to over trade this, but we're gonna take a look at some ways to defend it. We got 38 days to go. We have earnings 11/1, which is about 20 days away, 21 days away, I think. Now we could continue to just let this go as it is because we've had some down days. If an update comes, um, you know, it'll start recentering itself. Now the move right now would be the only move to consider right now is rolling down your call and getting more credit. Right now the call is an 8 delta and my put deltas have gone up. So now that's a 40 delta, meaning I'm more long Uber than before. I was like neutral. My position is neutral. Now I'm basically delta long. Before I was delta neutral. Now I'm delta long. What I'm gonna do is roll down the call, get more credit. Right, so right now I'm at 35. I got to decide whether I want to roll down to 32 and a half and get about 18-cent credit, or I can roll down to, I'm gonna roll down to 30. That's this one, still one. So this line right here is a standard deviation move, which is a pretty decent size move, and that's gonna give me like 50 some cents credit. So I'm gonna roll this down, roll strikes down, roll my call down. I'm gonna move it here. That's gonna put it at a 24 delta. I think I started this off at like the 16 delta strikes on both. I'm gonna get a little bit aggressive with this because I don't think Uber is gonna blast through $30 anytime soon. Or if that's, I don't really think that's gonna be any type of thing that cause me a problem. I'm gonna get about another 55-cent credit. That's gonna make the total $1.91 credit I've received on this trade. Probably gonna have to lower that down a penny or two. Let's try 1 penny. 1 penny should get this filled. 54 cents should get this filled. You sleep on top. That's disgusting, Retro. All right, I have now received $1.90 credit on this trade. I've had $190 put into my bank account. We're gonna continue to let this cook, and we'll watch this. Tesla's trying to go green. PayPal down another $2.50. PayPal, the reason they're down so much is a bit weird. Apparently, they had some language get put into a statement that said they're going to fine people $2,500 for misinformation. Like, I don't even understand. I don't even understand how they could, like, why any. I mean, the story makes no like. I don't. Nothing they're saying about that makes sense. Like, oh, that should have never. No shit, that should have never been put in. Why was it put in the language in the first place? What do you? I don't know. It's a very weird situation. Someone's probably getting fired over it. So it was down pretty big, like $5, $6 yesterday. It's down another couple bucks today. I have a Jade Lizard over there, which is a short put and a call spread. The short put has been breached now, so that bitch is in the money. I should consider. We received $5.64 credit on this. So PayPal has to go below $80, $79 and like 50 cents for this to start losing money. It hasn't done that yet. I'm not panicking yet. I could roll down the call spread. I probably should. Let's see what kind of, let's cancel taking that off. Let's roll down the call spread. See what kind of credit we can get. Only 7 cents. We can go down to that. Yeah, 16 cents. It's not worth it. I mean, you're barely even covering your fees at that point, so we'll continue to let that one cook. My Tesla Iron Condor. Oh, good. I did this in the small account. That's only down $8. Not worried about that one. It's still an Iron Condor is when you do a. What's going on? Oh, that's PayPal. An Iron Condor is when you do sell a call spread and sell a put spread. That's when you sell an Iron Condor. When you buy an Iron Condor, you're doing it wrong. But so this is a bit delta long because it's closer to my put spread than my call spread. I got a lot of room on my call spread. I should roll the call spread down. Let's see if we can get some good credit doing that. We can get pretty aggressive on the call spread. Roll strikes down. All right. So we can move this all the way down to like that. Get 45 cent. That's doing really well. Yeah, let's try and see if we can get that. They do have earnings coming up, which can cause this to move a little bit. So this is a bit aggressive. Probably gonna have to go down to like 40. We'll try 44 might work. Another penny or two probably. Boom, filled. All right, so we just got another 43-cent credit on that for a total of $2.28. We've received $2.28 credit on this Iron Condor so far. The max money I can lose on this is because it's a $5 wide spread. So the stock can only go against you either, and breach the puts or the calls because it's $5 wide. I sold a call, bought a call, $5 wide. Sold a put, bought a put, $5 wide. The most I could lose on this trade is $5 or $500, right? But I've received 222. Let's see, is that right? $228. So $5 minus 228. The most money I can lose on this is $272. Define res trade. We're playing it so far. We're playing it really well. So we'll see how this works out. All right, 20 minutes in. Holy shit! See what's going on in crypto. Bitcoin 19,100. Right, shit going on in crypto, man. Bitcoin continues. Bitcoin and crypto continues to be boring. Stock market continues to be boring. I'm not even gonna waste my. Oh shit, Cardano's below 40 cents. Is Solana getting hammered? Solana is holding up pretty decent. Quant's doing really well at 150. Is Fraudora? Fraudora is so. I'm waiting for Fraudora to go to below 0.002. Not to buy it, just to laugh at it. Matic 79 cents. Harmony 1.018. Cadena $1.34. I bought that recently at like $1.41. Should have had some patience. I only bought $200 worth. It just suits a niche. I just helped me be a little bit more engaged with it. Just a little like I haven't bought any crypto in a long time. I'm waiting, patiently waiting for it to pounce. If I'm being honest, and which I always am, I'm always being honest with you. I don't think, like we've talked about, is the bottom in. I don't know. I've kind of like teetered with the idea that I don't think the bottom's in, and I do think the bottom's in. I can tell you this with fairly high certainty, and it doesn't take a rocket surgeon. We are much closer to the bottom, like exponentially closer to the bottom than we are the top. So, people always tell you not to time the bottom. There's a lot of great advice out there when it comes to doing the markets. The problem is, most people don't know how to defend against that advice when it goes against you. And that's a pretty high level comment I just made. What I'm saying is, I'm telling you a lot of reasons to start buying right now, not financial advice. We're a lot closer to the bottom than we are the top. Problem is you have to add 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. What is that? 5 twos? And it in your head, it needs to add up to 11 or 9, right? I know it's supposed to add up to 10, but you got to be able to grapple with the fact that it might not add up, right? And what I mean is, again, it's a lot closer to the bottom than the top. Unless you're trying to time the bottom, like now is a good time to buy. The problems are this. This could be the bottom, or we could be near the bottom for months to years. Like it could be a really long time. So you can't just go invest money short term, right? You can't invest short term money and think like there's nothing going on. What is going on out there that we think Bitcoin's just going to start? Like I haven't listened to George or anyone lately. Has anyone even tried to throw out a whiff of like hope that Bitcoin's going to rally to 40,000, 30,000? Like what is going on that the stock market or crypto is going to just start rallying its nuts off? You know what I mean? There's nothing, right? I mean, could some catalyst start happening? Like Russia's like all of a sudden, all right, we're going to pull out of the Ukraine. Well, if anything, right now Russia's sending missiles, blowing up bridges, talking about nuking. Like they're preparing the Russian citizens that they might use nukes, like legit use nukes. Like I don't even like how does the world deal with something like a maniac like that? You know what I mean? Like if Russia, it is now feasible. Like that should have been the question. Do you think Putin's capable of using a nuke? I mean, I already think he should go into prison for war crimes, but I'm not an expert on this. I'm pretty sure the United States has done some shit to, have people should have had people go to prison for war crimes. It doesn't necessarily always happen, but I don't know. It's a weird situation, right? What else is going on? Supply chain issues, inflation, this and that, right? Are there some catalysts that could start turning around, like the Fed pivot? There's no evidence that that's going to happen. We got elections coming up. We have what, midterms? No one really seems to be talking about that, or at least I'm not watching any. So again, I'm just trying to think. Like, like no one thought the catalyst, or I don't know. A lot of people did kind of think Is the housing market going to stop crashing? Isn't that crashing? So there's a lot of things going on that tell me that this is probably going to hang. This is probably going to be a situation for a while. So just buy, right? Start buying. Um, and the 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 thing equals 9 just means you might start buying now. And if you're sitting there thinking, like back like it's 2020 when that shit's just started, it's not going to happen, right? So it's likely not going to happen. And you also got to prepare yourself for the fact that the bottom might not be in. There's still people out there that think like it's going to get much, 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 much worse. There's always doomsdayers out there. I mean, a lot of people throw darts, right? And there's nine, even like people, I don't care how smart a person is. Can they really? There's way too many variables, right? Way too much shit going on, and you don't even know some of these variables. Like, how smart of a person can you be when it comes to global finance when you don't even know variables that are yet to happen? Like, what if some kind of like weird famine happens, or some weird bug happens that destroys a bunch of crops, or mad cow disease gets out of control, and like major food supply chain issues, or there's some kind of like bacteria that is threatened. This is crazy, guys. There's some kind of weird like bacteria, or I don't know, fungus that is, and there's only like a few different types of rubber trees out there that have devastated rubber trees, and it is possible that like it could wipe out all the rubber trees on the planet. Could you imagine all the all of the trees, I'm talking that make pure rubber, not synthetic. There's synthetic rubber, and then there's rubber, right? And you're like, oh, Tom, what's the big deal? All the rubber trees get destroyed. We can just make synthetic rubber. They don't have a way. Synthetic rubber doesn't hold up for, like planes landing. They have to use real rubber. Real rubber is the only one that can, otherwise synthetic rubber, man, planes are going to be so the whole airline industry would be shut down. Now there's HVAL. What is it called? Vertical land off, vertical H. Well, in vertical. I mean, plane. Eventually, planes are probably just. They're not even gonna. They're just gonna zoom in and come down like that. But we're not there. We're not. I mean, we would have to get there quickly. But could you imagine like just something like that happening? What it would do to the economy? Greg says the U.S. oil reserve is concerning. I don't know much about that, to be honest, so I can't really comment. I may be loading up on energy stocks. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I know they've had their day in the sun already. I have no idea if that's going to continue to be the move. Um, I really don't. Right. So for me, I'm just patiently waiting. I got what I got. I still think Tesla is one of the best buys out there, and they're on their butt right now. They're getting their asses handed to them. But still one of the best companies out there. They got a lot going on. I like Stacy's mom. It is now 6:59 a.m. Let's get a recap because I gotta do some adult things. I gotta get to it quickly. Gotta get to make upset Greg a little. I gotta do some OneDrive and SharePoint migrations today on the Microsoft Azure platform. Sorry, brother. We got some stuff going on with AWS, but I got a lot more going on with Microsoft. All right. Crypto continues. Just be Bitcoin's dumping. Bitcoin's below 19,000. Breaking news. Pull up the oil reserve chart. Oil reserve. I don't. What is the oil? What am I? Reserve. Is there a symbol for that bitch? Fossil fuel reserves. Spider S&P 500. See what this is. I mean, this is way down. We look at the weekly. This is the S&P 500 fossil fuel reserves ETF. So this is going to be an ETF of fossil fuels. It's nearing. I mean, this doesn't look a lot different than the SPX in general. YouTube. Why chart? Crude oil. U.S. crude oil and the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. What is this supposed to be? Like things like ExxonMobil and shit? Zoom it out. Oh, this is on the 1 year. Holy shit. Why is it down so much? I mean, is it just down because of no, like I don't let's see, US crude oil is the current level of even this is it this doesn't make weekly petroleum. Does this just mean we don't have any oil? Does this mean the planet doesn't have any oil? They're using the reserve to keep fuel. Oh, this is the United States only. Yeah, but are we like we have the ability to turn up a lot more oil rigs, don't we? I don't at a certain price it makes economic sense for the United States to turn on oil rigs. So I don't know, bro. Like this shit's like it's something like I like keeping it on my radar. What's the price of crude oil and what does that historically mean? I'm by no means gonna say I'm an expert in whether I think this is a good time to buy or not. I mean, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. So, if this is something you're going to buy, you're probably going to crush it. I wish you the best of luck. Once a week, 40% of the people change their sheet once a week. Good for you. Good for you guys. I'm trying to get on once a week. I've done it once a week, but usually it'll make it like 2 to 3 weeks. Let's see real quick. Bitcoin was crashing. Yeah, it's continuing to fall. Ethereum well below 1300. Solana's moving down. I mean, we're not crashing big. Is the market going down too? Is the stack market crashing with it? Yeah, the Nasdaq's down 190. Get ready. If you got a lot of stock in crypto channels, you're gonna see the headlines are like, oh, the stock market's collapsing, crypto's collapsing. I'm getting so sick of seeing that shit. Like, how many days in a row can it collapse? The foot liver connect. Oh, who's this sexy mofo? Cryptos are us. Let's see what he has to say. He's still live. Bank of England makes emergency move. Charles Hoskinson is done with XRP. About time you got your head out of your ass. Like, what do you mean Charles Hoskinson is done with XRP? Like, of course. I don't understand XRP. XRP has never made any sense. I'm curious to see what he said about it. Oh, George looks pissed here. Who's he? That I seen this dude on around the blockchain or whatever that shit is. I don't know who that is. They're all a bunch of idiots. They all think they're experts. Just because you know some shit about crypto doesn't mean you know where the price is going. That's all I'm saying, right? All these young whippersnappers think they know, oh, you know, just because you're smart, you know a little bit about Bitcoin. Just because you're smarter than the average person about Bitcoin doesn't mean you know shit when it comes to trading, right? All right, everyone. Oh, I'm feeling a little loopy. Maybe I do have the sticky icky. Let's see. Oil skyrockets after they had done buying. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to happen to the markets or oil. You have a good one too, brother. I'll be back 6:30 a.m. PST. Be there. You're an effing square. Love you all and peace.